If anybody ever went ahead and said a damn thing about Jonah Heath, I'm sorry, they need to now shut the hell up because Jonah Heath shut everybody up with this series. Oh my god, I don't know if he was riding the home run derby momentum that he had. I don't know what's going on, but Jonah Heath is back and I cannot be happier. You guys will see that. Welcome back to the to the channel, guys. My name is AJ. We are here with another MLW Discord Reacts. Today we have how the MLW Discord reacted to both the Eastern Eagles versus Downtown Diamondbacks series, as well as the Pacific Predators versus the Coastal Cobras. Let's get going with the first of these two. We keep coming up with nicknames for Jimmy Norb, but I think Kyle Schultz came up with the perfect one right there, the Jimmy Norbster. There we go, or just the Norbster, if you will. And what got into Jonah Heath? I don't know. Maybe he ate extra Cheerios in that during that morning. Who knows exactly? I say this, and then Daniel Schultz just yeah, he just, oh my God. I thought the Diamondbacks were going to take game two, and then Eagles, you know what? You can't keep a good team down for that long. Eagles did go ahead and take a win, which, you should have expected. Okay, Jay, calm the hell down. I know you're a D-backs fan, and you've been waiting for this long for Jonah Heath to be turning up the way he is right now, but calm yourself down, boy. Controversial call? Yeah, maybe. Does it really matter? Yeah, I don't think so whatsoever. I don't think it mattered because the D-backs went ahead. They won game 3 and the D-backs still went ahead and won the series 2-1. Huge series win for a team that needs some momentum, and they take now the 3rd seed in the NL, which is now a competition in this final series. You are going to have the Diamondbacks versus the Cobras, Gators versus Wildcats after these results. Yeah, with those series happening, I think the Gators are gonna fall short of the playoffs. If they make the Jason Chadwick trade, who knows what's gonna happen? It might be out by now, the Jason Chadwick trade, by the time this video gets uploaded, but we'll see. Otherwise, I still have the Diamondbacks going to the playoffs, and as soon as they make the playoffs, if Heath turns up like he just did today, oh, they will be trouble for any team they face. A couple fun facts on that note. With that being said, the Diamondbacks have now won 5 of the last 6 matchups in the last 2 years against the Eastern Eagles, as well as now the teams have actually split the overall series is between them, the history. Eagles swept in 2019. They won 2-1 in 2020. They D-backs swept in 2021, and they just won 2-1 today, the D-backs in 2022. So with that being said, each of them have 6 wins and 6 losses against the other. So this will be a very competitive series if it happens to make the playoffs. Okay, Sean, calm yourself down. Like, you guys are acting like freaking Dallas was supposed to go ahead and get 0 runs, allow 0 runs all semester. Oh my God, my brain's already thinking of school. My brain. But yeah, dude, in no world was Dallas not going to give up more than 0 runs this entire regular season. So with that being said, I mean, calm down. He let up like, how many runs? 3 runs in the series? Calm down. He still has an ERA under .3, most definitely. Yeah, in all seriousness, I think with 3 home runs, Jonah Heath might be the player of the slate. He didn't have a good pitching performance like a guy like, Chris Cheatham did. But at the beginning of the year, Brendan Russell had a very identical series. He had a walk-off home run in game 1, like Jonah Heath did today, and he did have 2 other home runs in that series, and that was enough to win him player of the slate. So it's probably going to go to Jonah Heath. It may go to Kyle Schultz, considering the fact that he rose his average about 101 points against the Metro Magic. Why does it always go back to the motherfucking Metro Tragic? This right here is a very valid statement. What the hell is this double counter argument supposed to mean? Counter argument. Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and make one thing straight. I have nothing but respect for you, and there is nothing wrong, okay? I'm gonna say one thing though. Why are you overreacting to the point where, like, you didn't expect to get beaten by a Downtown Diamondbacks team that not only won the World Series but had Jonah Heath back today? If Jonah Heath is on the roll he usually is on, then I mean, there's no way you're going to beat the Diamondbacks in a 3-game series. That's not possible. With Norp and Heath both on the ball, impossible. I still don't know who caught this, but whoever caught this today, this is just perfect. That is the most perfect way you could honestly describe the series, because Jonah Heath hasn't done that yet all season. Today he made the Eagles look like his I've said the recipe to Diamondback success is literally Jonah Heath being the second player, second hitter and second pitcher, but mainly second hitter, but the overall second player that the Diamondbacks need. He's back. The entire Diamondback squad is a contender once again. Yeah, I think I would go ahead and say that this is even more accurate. Yeah, this makes sense. Jay to the Eagles. Yeah. Yeah, Jay is really just saying, we own your poverty franchise when they're still 9-3 and statistically, oh, sorry, standings wise, not statistically, the best team in MLW. I get standings. Speaking today is difficult. Diamondbacks are probably going to finish with a record of like 6-9 or something, and they're still going to be one of the scariest teams in the MLW postseason. Jonah Heath is a grown man. Somewhere, presumably America, there is a wall somewhere that is crying because they got punched because the wiffle ball team known as the Eastern Eagles, that's based out of Detroit, no, not even Detroit, Brighton, Michigan, lost this series. So the wall suffers. Oh my god, I should have done that after the Magic lost. I don't know if I've ever actually hated on Jonah Heath. I'm going to apologize because most likely at one point I said, Jonah Heath, you got to get your back going again. But yeah, Jonah Heath is back, and like I've said it, especially in the Haters Guide video. I know I said it that when Jonah Heath is hitting the ball again, the downtown Diamondbacks are back as a franchise entirely. He is like instrumental to their success. He is huge. He is one of the biggest pieces. I swear. Norb can't do it alone. Heath is proving that with his help, with his contributions, the team can still be a potential contender in MLW. So, I mean, where's the Jonah hate at? Like, I don't think I ever did. I want to apologize if I ever hated on Jonah Heath. But if anybody's still hating on Jonah Heath, I mean, shut up. You guys can complain all you want, but Diamondback still won the series. So, honestly, it didn't really matter at the end of the day. So, I mean, I think Jimmy even said it doesn't really matter because we still won the series. Yeah, here's another one of these screenshots where it's like 3 individual thoughts, but they all make sense. Like, Jonah Heath has like been turning up again, which is huge. He is back. North should really have Cobras fans concerned because if he's on a roll, then yeah, Cobras fans, without Drew Davis, who's been arguably one of your best hitters this season at the plate, he's not there for that series. So that's going to be huge. And finally, the last comment there. Best 4-8 team of all time. This year's Downtown Diamondbacks. I mean, let's just be completely real. The league is full of talent. So I don't know if there's ever been a team to go 2-10, but the Magic, even though they still suck, is probably the best 2-10 team you'll ever see. I mean, Baranowski's in the Cy Young debate at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. So is Dallas Allen. He still would be there. I think Robles probably. Ryan Kratch. Like those are probably the main 4 candidates I'm thinking of in my head. Baranowski's, though, I think he would still be the front runner anyways. Dallas Allen, no. I mean, you can't say anything. You really don't know yet. I don't know. I don't have concrete, like, I'll do an awards predictions video in, like, let's say November or something at the end of the season. So wait until then, because right now I don't have a valid opinion that I could say. Like, I don't know fully what my choice would be. Like, even the server's undecided. Like, Baranowski, he's had a great season. Some people might think he's the MVP, Cy Young. Meanwhile, Dallas Allen, he only let up 3 runs in all season. Forget this series, all season. So, I mean, yeah, he could also be considered for the Cy Young. It's still very up in the air. Even though he just let up 3 runs in one series, again, it was inevitable that he was going to. I think Kyle Schultz is going to see this comment on my video, and he's just going to start running at me to, take down the video or edit this out. Who knows? Like Kyle Schultz actually watches any of my videos. Lord, why does it always go back to the Metro Magic? Like, why? Yeah, I'm here acting like Tommy watched any of my videos, but Tommy was definitely laughing during, me losing my mind over the Metro Tragic. The Tragic Wands, if you will. I don't know anymore. It's what the Maple Leafs have done to me. I blame the Toronto Maple Leafs for, instilling this little bit of anger every time a team I like loses, because now it's just like I'm instantly ticked off and I just like forget to think, and then I just go on a ramble, and then when I go on a ramble, I don't stop because I don't stumble on my words. I already said that. It's like I said that in the video. It's like, am I stumbling right now? No. When I'm on a rant, I don't stumble. I don't shut up when I'm on a rant. Yeah, if we're on the topic of awards, I mean, Robles is definitely above Dallas in the MVP race, but Kratch is my front runner. That's my opinion, bro. He's had such a good bounce back season, won the home run derby, along with a bunch of moonshots, as well as an absolutely stellar performance on the mound in these last couple series. Bro, Kratch is my MVP, 100%. Boy, that's the first positive comment he's had about Dan. What the The Kyle Schultz school of stat padding. My guy doubled all his stats and brought up his average. Like, dude, it was the funniest thing. He just destroyed the Magic. Bro, he's a Magic killer. And Bonham is prone to being killed by the Wildcats. Robles can just inflate his stats against the Magic in this series 100%, and that might really boost his MVP odds. And let's just not ignore Robles at all. Like, as much as I say Cratch is my front runner, Robles has had a brilliant season with the Mallards. Again, he is the reason the Mallards are back to, not being a poverty franchise. Someone said let Curdy pitch a game. Oh wait, Sean said let Curdy pitch a game in the last series. So I said let LJ and Agner combine for an out, and this is how they all reacted. I mean, you're 100% right. I don't think Agner would even get the ball to the home plate. We've seen last year he struggled to get the ball to home plate, or he would throw it over the backstop, and then LJ's just LJ. I mean, LJ. Yeah, the Mallard should score at least 25 runs. He's got a very good point. I think Caden Irwin's hitting stats are going to go through the roof. B. Deasy's going to get a home run. B. Willie's going to get a home run. They could literally bat Irwin, Willie, Deasy, and they'll probably still win the game. Yeah, that's me insulting my own team, but that's probably what's going to happen. I am not trying to make you look bad. I know a lot of my freak out will be in the Discord reacts. I love how like people are aware that my Discord reacts is like happening and at the same time. I mentioned it way too many times. Guys, I love making this series for y'all. This is one of my favorite things to do because just seeing some of y'all freak out over a wiffle ball team is funny. I mean, I say that considering last week I had a stroke over the over the Metro Magic. Keep in mind I'm recording this portion on September the 5th. But anyways, my point here is simply that yeah, Sean, I got nothing against you, but your freak out will be a little bit in the video. It will be a certain part of the Discord reacts because you did overreact quite a bit. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was still a little bit like, come on, are you serious? Like, your team is still right now number 1 in the NL, and you have the tiebreaker over the team that's number 2 in the NL. So calm down. Okay, and we now transition into the portion that is the Predators versus the Cobras series, and oh yeah, okay, that is that has to be the pitchy matchup of the season. Forgive me when I butchered this name, but this dude here, Luke Steslicki, was supposed to be a part of the Cobras in 2019. Drew, I guess, still had his jersey lying around. Sean Flynn could not find his jersey, so with that being said, you know what? Just wear the jersey. Doesn't matter that Bien and Steslicki have the same number 16, but just wear the jersey. And here comes all the shit about Sawyer Bien because he absolutely turned up in that series. Like, what the hell did that dude eat for breakfast that morning? I mean, like, Russell started it and Bien finished it off and backed it up with his hitting as well. So, I mean, like, you can't really get mad at Sawyer Bien for, you know what, just retaliating when, you know what, it was kind of justified. Warda seriously went 0 for 11 in this series. Like, that was, oh my god, Alec, that was, I don't know exactly what it is about Sawyer being that, like, some people don't like about him. I actually enjoy the guy, and I'm one of the few people who, like, seems to actually like Sawyer being as a player. Like, I just like this little bit more of, like, competitiveness and hostility between both sides, this bit of tenacity that both sides got. The Cobras Spread series is one of the best rivalries because of some of these little tiny beefs on the field that we've seen between guys like Cratch and Davis and now Russell and Bien. Like these are really good little rivalries that we got going on, which I really like. It makes MLW feel more real. That's why I enjoy this. Literally no hate to ECK, and I'm also gonna say congratulations, bro. You just hit 500 subscribers. Good shit on that. But I'm gonna say, yeah, that's a bit hypocritical. Like, if he was on the Preds, you would love the guy. Like, there wouldn't be any beef if he was on the Preds. It's really just like, Drew, I think, said it, and I don't think I'm putting it in the video, but Drew said it in the chat because he was relatively active that day. He said, you know, if he's on your team, you love him. If he's not on your team, you kind of hate him. I love him. I'm a Magic fan, but I still love him. I don't know why, but I like the Cobras somehow. Am I a true Magic fan? Maybe, maybe not. My reactions say otherwise. As I said, this just adds another element of realism to the league, so I like the hostility. I don't know why you guys kind of don't like it. Sean Flynn, we trust. You're not the only one, bro. I'm here too. Right, because ECK went to the 3 mini field series, the Cobras Diamondbacks series that we're going to be seeing in about 2 weeks at this point. So he already knew that the Cobras were 8-4. So like he was holding it in his little bit of anger because he knew the Preds got swept. That has to suck. Oh my god. Yup, justified. This is probably the most realistic and generic reaction from all fans because like Who expected the Cobras to go in and win all three? Like, maybe a 2-1 series win I could see coming. Like, I knew it was going to be competitive every single game, and it still was. But Cobras taking every game. Holy crap, who in the world saw that one coming? Dude, that happened 4 years ago. Can we just get over the Daniel Schultz's shadow thing? Like, can we just stop here? Ryan Crash is still an MVP candidate. Can we just stop here? This is about to trigger ECK, is this not? And yep, there it is, there it is. Like, during this series, when I saw Bean constantly be hitting his home runs, and I'm just thinking to myself, yo, my script, this video is perfect now, because I wrote this the night before, like Friday at midnight, and then I had school the next day, so I'm writing this at midnight, I go to bed, and then I go straight to school. I come home, I watch the series, and then boom, it's like, this video makes so much sense. This is another case of, having three different thoughts in one screenshot, but they're all relevant. Yes, Bean is probably one of the league's better, I wouldn't say best, but he's a top hitter when he gets on, when he gets hot, he does really well. Otherwise, series was fantastic, and now this really shakes up things, especially in the AL, and it makes the Cobras look like potential contenders this season. This is wild. Okay, so we have three teams competing for the number one seed on the AL. Then we got the top two teams in the NL going head to head for the NLCS clinch, and then two other teams are competing for a playoff berth in the NL, and then finally you got the Metro Tragic sitting in the bottom of the left side. Like, why does it always come back to them? I mean, okay, ECK, like, I know you're upset, but at the same time, like, look at the way the environment was, how the teams were battling with each other. You got to look at, like, how some games went to extra innings as well, and as much as, the Cobras did take some games and had quite a couple home runs, the Predators were right back there, and they had the home runs as well. You could say the same thing about the Diamondbacks-Eagles series, but I just enjoyed this series much more. That's my opinion on this. See, here's my beef with this. He's just a one-dimensional player, and yes, this should mean he wins a Cy Young, as it's not even close. Baranowski's going to win the Cy Young. He's probably going to go undefeated this season. He will win the Cy Young, and nothing is going to change that, okay? However, I feel like in modern day MLW, you need to be a two-way player to get it done, and I don't think he's got the bat to back that up, compared to guys like Crotch and Robles, who are probably the two front runners this season. I mean, Robles is just going to stat pad against the Magic, let's be completely real here, but right now, I think Crotch is MVP. 4 candidates. In order, I'm going to go Baranowski number 4, Allen number 3, Robles number 2, and Crotch is going to be the number 1. That's my opinion. To be fair, Bien didn't really get many ABs until this series because Andy Duran wasn't even there to, compete for a spot in the lineup. So Bien was getting starts in every single game, meaning he was maximizing his possible AB. Yep, lesson learned. You don't speak until you can back it up. And I don't think Russell had the ability to back it up. I'm saying that he did have a home run. In Russell's defense, he did have a home run. Sawyer Bean's probably the closest number 2 to a Rookie of the Year right now, but I think Robles has it in the bag, and there's nothing that can change anything that Robles does. No way. It's probably Bean and Urgaitis that are the number 2 and 3 behind him, but Robles most likely has Rookie of the Year in the bag. This is why I consider him one of the criminally underrated players in the league. Sean Flynn, OBP machine, but his average is also up there as well. Was it one of those feelings where like your mood is destroyed for the rest of the day? Because I've had a couple of those recently, and yeah, they suck. Warda is right. They usually don't play like this. So, I mean, the Preds played with, they did give up quite a few more runs than expected. There were a lot of errors in the field and poor decision making. So, I mean, obviously the playoff matchup between the Cobras and Preds, because that's most likely going to happen. I can see that being a very competitive series, and I can't wait to see that. Yeah, don't count the Preds out yet. Not even close. I love how after a while this just became Drew Davis and Alec Warda just talking and like over each other, and then meanwhile the MLW Discord's in the background. So yeah, like this is the first time we've actually had the players take over a little bit. But I mean, if even Warda can say the Cobras are one of the best, like a nasty team right now, yeah, be scared. Someone be scared of the Cobras because they will turn up. We hope they turn up. We want to put it. Do we want to put an end to the memes? I don't know, but Drew Davis certainly does. Cobras Magic can also be argued as one of the better rivalries, but it's not even close to Cobras Preds. Considering the way these teams are on the field against each other, no, it doesn't even compare. Keep in mind that these guys are just playing along with us because we still haven't seen this, but at this point, the World Series has been played, so who knows what exactly has happened. Again, I wouldn't be jinxing anything by putting out a Coastal Cobras video because the games have already been played, so I would be fine with that. But anyways, yeah, I mean, the Preds, like, I mean, going into Slate 5 against the Eagles, that's probably one of their better matchups this season. one of the better teams they're going to end up playing against. So, I mean, good luck to the Preds. Good luck to the Eagles. That's going to be a really hard-fought series. So, we'll see how they go, how the Preds do heading into the postseason. I consider this a little bit better than 2018 opening day, mainly because by like the end of the first inning of Game 1, the Midwest Mallards literally played with two guys in the field, so like that's really not even that close of a series anymore. This one is also a sweep compared to the 2-1 win that they had over the Mallards in 2018. Damn, 4 years ago. For real. No, I consider this the best Cobras regular season series of all time. Yeah, Dark is one of the dudes who has a deep hatred for Sawyer Bean, apparently, and why the hell does it always go back to the Metro Magic? Like, what did we do? What did we do to deserve this, bro? Like, I understand we suck, but why does it always come back to our It's not an MLW Discord Reacts video without Banner putting in a random meme in there that applies. It's out of context from what was in the video, but it still applies to any given situation. God damn, Banner, you did it again. I need to do like a top 10 Banner memes at the end of this season. Like, I think I'm going to actually be starting a top 10 MLW series soon, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. I have a lot of ideas on the way. So I got flamed by Warda for expressing my power rankings, and in Warda's defense, I did also say, oh, this is the only right answer of how you can order these. Really, I mean, the bottom three are indisputable. That is D-backs, Gators, Magic, and nothing can change that from there. The middle two, that is either Preds Wildcats or Wildcats Preds, and there's nothing that changes that. I mean, I can see why the Preds are above the Cats, but at the same time, power rankings are based on the momentum of the certain time frame that you're looking at. So I do consider the Wildcats slightly over the Preds in that department. They also now have the equivalent records. And for that same argument, you could say, well, then why are the Eagles still number one? Because they did actually like slightly fall short. They didn't get swept. They fell barely short against the downtown Diamondbacks. That is my argument there. They lost both games by 1 run. Both games they lost, it was by 1 run. They still have one of the best records in the league, and they still did produce. Dallas Allen only allowed 3 runs in the series that he pitched. So with that being said, Eagles, Cobras, Mallards are my top three right now. I mean, Warda can disagree with me, but that's my opinion, and I'm going to stand by it. But I just got flamed by some dude named Alec who plays on the Predators. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys all very much for watching this video. My first video now actually has AJ Plays, outside of the, introductory Welcome to the AJ Plays channel video. Thank you all so much for watching this one. I will see you guys all next time. Peace out.